Hello everybody and welcome to the Dota 2 League Season 17 Quarterfinals. Today we're taking a look at Block of Cheddar, the White Joel Birch team, taking on Stellar Caribou, the Lone Wolf team, or as we like to call it around these parts, the Untitled Lone Wolf team. With me here today...
Come on.
That's true, but they still have the generic default name they got from the website, so they're a non-titled team. With me here today, of course, is the Dr. Dota, Randy.
I'm here. I think a caribou counts as food theme, so.
Yeah, well, I don't. They just took this stupid name they had. Treon Protector Band, very good band there from the White Joel Birch.
Like imagine a Kitchen Nightmares episode. Gordon Ramsay shows up and he's like, "That is some stellar caribou."
Where is this Kitchen Nightmares episode happening? Northern Alaska.
I guess maybe. You never know.
Are caribou even there? I know for sure they're in northern Finland, so shoutouts to all the LD2L players from northern Finland.
5 seconds remaining.
Any of our Sami players, shoutouts to you. Tree Band, Skywrath Mage Band, they're really trying to cut off the support line for the Untitled Lone Wolf team.
10 seconds remaining.
Not a bad idea. We've seen this tree ball. We know Maniac can ball in the Skywrath Mage. When he didn't get the Skywrath, he's been playing the snap basically all season. Luth has been snapping up Tidehunter every chance he gets, though I do know. I do feel like after the Mage Slayer nerf, you could probably let that guy through again. He was kind of a walking, talking, Mage Slayer. He feels like he has nothing to offer, even with just the nerf it got, frankly. Not nothing, but he's not good. Not good enough to be worrying about banning. At least that's what I think.
Dire team pick.
DP gone, Witch Doctor gone, Omni Knight gone. They're letting the Abaddon through? That's interesting. Picking up the DK first. That's definitely... Speaking of things I don't think you can do anymore after the Mage Slayer nerf, I think that was kind of questionable at best before it. We saw that fail more times than succeed, frankly, in the LD2L before that. I certainly don't think you can first pick and post Mage Slayer nerf. That's, it's a little much. They do have the advantage that they do get 2 of the bans in the next round, so that's the good news. The bad news is that there are way more than 2 heroes that make this guy have literally no game at all. They're gonna first phase the puck, huh? That's interesting. They better ban well for that. I feel like, the upside is that there's far less heroes that make puck have literally no game. And some of them are already gone, like the Skywrath Mage and, to a lesser degree, the Tidehunter. That's the good news. The bad news is that you get 1 ban to protect that, and they could easily just run their mid next round, save their P1 for last, which is a little scary.
Good enough, it's dodgeable, right? You can dodge your Ravage.
Yeah, that's why it's kind of...
You don't care about anything else it does.
That's why it's kind of good. You can dodge the Ravage. That's not the easiest thing to do in the world, but you can do it. And you can get fucked by Anchor pretty easily.
I guess unless he Ravages right in your face, because how it works is the lake goes outwards.
Yeah, you can Ravage right in your face to do it. You can just time around your phase shift to do it. Or you can just get some of their silence on his team, in which case you're dead meat. Even if it's just for like a half second, Ember Spirit, not the first hero I'm thinking of when I'm thinking of heroes that like super own puck. So they are not too afraid of letting some nasty matchups go into it, interestingly. Jakiro coming out next. There's very rarely a bad game for Jakiro expressly, and this does not look like one of those games.
Dire team pick.
Oh, Lone Wolf team's going to be taking the Abaddon. Interesting. and Lesh. So they're starting out with their core trio, presumably.
You can babysit your teammates if they break coil.
Also, well, presumably it's the core
10
trio.
seconds remaining.
Could be a support Abaddon.
5 seconds remaining.
There's too many coils in this game. If they break Dream Coil.
Yeah, there we go. I think Aphotic dispels the stun from Dream Coil if you time that properly.
But yeah, if you break it and then they fought it.
Yeah. And of course, even if you can't do it properly, at the very least you can help your team quite handily. Man, this is like
Radiant team pick.
you know, you can at the very least help them tank through a lot of the damage as well. Chen and Juggernaut, okay. Chen, very interesting pick.
10 for Cone.
I hope. That would be appropriate. I gotta say, this looks like a pretty awesome Abaddon game so far. I feel like, so far, this guy can kind of 1v4. He's not scared of the puck in the slightest, especially after he gets Manta. Okay, bringing in the Ursa. He's not scared of puck in the slightest, especially after he gets Manta style. He is, not scared of the Juggernaut in the slightest. In fact, he can kind of help his teammates survive the level 6.
Right now.
Do what?
Jug is despair at the moment.
Yeah, this looks like a really crappy Jug game. This looks like a really awesome Abaddon game. Like, once he gets Manta style, there's really, like... The only thing he's got is the puck silence. Like, that's the only thing that's stopping him from running over everybody, and even that doesn't get rid of the automatic borrowed time and, the Curse of Avernus, right? Like... The ability to, like, when he gets Manta, he's going to be able to really screw up the puck if she makes even, like, a slight mistake, or if DK finds her with the stun, right? He is going to be able to get the Curse of Avernus on her, and that is likely going to be enough to get the kill between the, you know, the Lesh and the Ursa on his team. He doesn't care about the supports in the slightest. He can knock off the Jakiro stun if it's not on him, you know... The Macropyre is just fuel for borrowed time, and nobody is really all that scared of Chen, to be frank with you. He's good for reasons that aren't about scaring the other guys, so... Really, it's just like... Whatever they have mid is the only thing he's really afraid of. The downside is that, it's either going to be a support Abaddon or a support Lesh. That's the big downside right now.
Well, what can you do? Also, you have an Ursa as a carry. It's a pretty big downside. You know that Ursa is such a dead hero that Jug's win rate into him is positive right now?
Sad.
Radiant team
I still
pick.
contend that
not
that's
a hero.
in
He's
disorganized
not
pub games rather than, like, well, I mean, it's also not happening in pro games because Ursa in pro games just don't get along anyway. But I feel like in the world of LD2L, where Ursa is able to coordinate with his teammates and not just get left out to dry, which I think is a big factor in his pub win rate. If Ursa's teammates are not properly playing around him, the game is over. Also, if Ursa doesn't know how to play Ursa, the game is over. That doesn't
that's
help.
True. That's right, baby. He knows how to play Ursa, I'm sure.
So, yeah. You can count on the idea that Ray Bebe probably knows how to play Ursa. The idea that the team is going to play around Ursa does remain to be seen. We have seen some comm line issues with this team so far in this season. The only downside is that you're going to have either a support Abaddon or a support Leshrac. At this point, even though it's probably pretty unorthodox, and it would be weird to see either of the support line playing him, I sure fucking hope it's support Leshrac. Like, this is such an awesome core Abaddon game, it would feel like a massive shame to let it go.
Sports.
Yeah, there you go.
They're picking up mid. I think DK's offlane.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, the reality is I feel like
Slash
they're...
could be mid.
yeah, I
But
feel like
I
it's
don't know.
most likely they're picking the Luth hero here.
Maybe.
And if that is the case, I am going to cry, because, I mean, it is such a baller-looking Korriban game. Like, if if they pick something else and don't win, they only have themselves to blame. You know what I mean? And who knows? Maybe the last pick makes that even worse. Like, maybe it's just another thing that Abaddon, like, balls into. Like, maybe it's like Pause 3 Huskar or something, you know? I mean, I doubt Dusty is ever gonna pick that in his life, but...
Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
Okay.
I'm gonna cry myself to sleep tonight. What a bad team comp! This used to be so awesome!
If Abad says I'm not playing support and buys core items later, he can skill into a core.
That's true, but I think that's too little too late.
But
I think you just needed to have the Harpoon Mantis style pretty early this game. That's not gonna happen.
The worst sniper game I've ever seen. I don't know why they picked it. Literally, Jug buys Blink, Puck buys Blink, and your game is over.
What a disaster. What a tragedy. This team's team comp was so good, and it still would have been so good until they, like, broke it. Abaddon as core would have done awesome here still with the Doom pick. And most of the other Dusty heroes, like outside of the lane, which you're not gonna be in as like a 3 Abaddon. I don't care about like the Timber Saw either. It is such a good looking core Abaddon game, and it's Pause 5. They just picked themselves to death here in this draft. They started out with such... They even have the support Lesh. They started out with such an upside, but they slipped. At the most crucial moment, they slipped.
Okay, Sniper and a Puck is who fires first, but into Jug is rough if you guys blink.
He also has a lot of other funny things going on here that make him kind of sad. Like, for example, having the Jakiro, who is basically able to get spells to where he is in the back line at any point, generally. Like, even at maximum range, like, Sniper maximum range is still only really as much as, like, Ice Path Macropyre. And, like, yeah, you're gonna have people in front of him, but Jakiro can, you know, cast past those guys. Jakiro's not... It's not impossible that Jakiro gets Blink later on anyway, right? So position well around that, and you're going to be able to throw things at it. Some of the Chen jungle creeps can actually be pretty funny, especially getting a little bit of stutter here. I just realized we're using the right weather by total coincidence. How nice. But those stuttering problems are a little annoying. Hold on.
Should use the like ancient TI7 set that's like underwater or whatever. I don't know if that was 7, but it should be because it's your liquid one. Makes sense.
It would be appropriate. Can't really find a great reason the stutter is happening. That's annoying.
30 seconds to battle.
Well, it only seems to happen when I'm moving my camera.
I don't see what you're... Okay, I see a little bit of what you're talking about, I guess. Okay, this is a clown car up here.
They're going to find... They're going to find everybody, but they're going to
control.
split up! Let's split up, gang!
They don't have any stuns. Their stun is the DK stun.
They have the Lash as well.
Didn't level it.
They didn't level anything.
Probably leveling E? I think it level Q, I guess. It's a support Lish.
What in God's green earth is happening right now? What the hell?
No, says LoneWolf. Whoop. Taking a great look at the Dyer's ancient there. Well, with that all being said, I think it's time for everyone's favorite part of the cast, the roll call. So, pause 1 on Block of Cheddar. You've got Coffee Cat on the Juggernaut. Pause 2, you've got Captain of the Team, the White Joel Birch on the Puck. Pause 3, you've got Dusty on the Doom. Pause 4, you've got Shone on the Chen. Chen or Mid. And pause 5, you've got Sabo on the Jakiro. Hey, Chen or Mid, that's like somebody who used to be in this league. Meanwhile, on the other side of the coin, on the Untitled
Mid or
LoneWolf.
Chen.
Yeah, it's true. That's why it's like somebody used to be here, not identical. But it is very close. Pause 1 on the Untitled LoneWolf team, you've got Ray Bay on the Ursa. Pause 2, you've got Captain of the team, unsurprisingly, Lone Wolf on the Sniper. Pause 3, you've got Luth on the Dragon Knight, getting pretty owned in this lane, actually. Pause 4, you've got Maniac on the Shrek. That's pretty appropriate. In pause 5, you got Canada PMA, who is unfortunately on the Abaddon. Really should be Luth, but you know how it goes. Boy, I sure hope nobody with motion sickness watches this video. I will definitely try to figure out what the fuck that's about between game 1 and 2. I have a funny feeling this is a patch thing. This did not happen before the most recent update, and you know how updates and dicking with replays goes.
Don't worry, I don't have motion sickness. I can play all the crappy, pretentious walking sims.
There we go. In fairness, you can play most of the crappy, pretentious walking sims even if you have motion sickness. Just not that weird one about, like, Quebec. That's a very ambitious TP. Oh my god, he made it.
Oh, it worked.
Oh my god, he made it. TP to the tower instead of home, which you might regret, but... What the hell is this? Infinite tango glitch.
Yeah, well, here we go.
All
It's
right.
a shit show already, boys.
Yeah,
Thank you, Gay Ben.
I have this weird feeling that just maybe replays
They
in
didn't
this
change
patch will be
anything. They just put in like Dota Plus stuff.
Yeah, I know. That happens a lot, doesn't it? The replay, the bug where it's like started in the middle of pick phase during the replays also was in a patch where they didn't add anything. I'm sure there was some guy who's like, nobody will ever notice this change to replays that I'm adding in this patch. And, and things have not gone well since. So far, the block of Cheddar is well on top in terms of the last hits. Okay, they're getting comboed here.
Okay.
Need the spin, buddy. Okay, there we go. Holy crap,
Okay.
that was oh my god, he only barely made it even then. That was like way too long to be holding the spin. I think he was thinking that he was going to be able to get Jakiro in and turn it around, but Jakiro was about as far away from him as a human being is literally allowed to be. Which is really
Well, I
bad
think
because
it
he's a
worked
dragon.
out because he has the healing word and he didn't die. Like if
He
died,
did
I'd be
indeed
saying
not
my
die,
old
but
spin.
he sure as hell came close. He sure as hell ran the risk unnecessarily for no real gain, unfortunately. Goodbye, Ray Bay's chainmail. It's not
Yeah, it's
gonna.
irritating.
It's not gonna break an item, but it's gonna be a little annoying, yeah. It's starting to catch up a little bit on the last hits. In fact, okay, let's see that happening.
Is he healing word OP?
There we go. Even though Maniac had already restored all of his mana and just died because he forgot that Jug could do this. Anyway, well, let's just pretend that was all down to plan. Yep, Maniac just getting straight run over here. Like a Canada PMA annoyingly body blocking Dusty here. Oh, actually puts the aphotic on Ursa to encourage him to keep going, and Ursa says hell no to that.
I'm gonna hit the wave. Fair enough. Okay.
Ursa says I'm gonna get
Only-
hit back.
If only the support in this lane wasn't a Chen, that guy would be killable.
True. Still pretty... Oh, seriously? Maniac, what's going on with you, fella?
It's a joke.
Really,
Jack.
Really just getting run down here.
I don't know how he survives this sport in this lane either.
Needs to get a windlace at least. Even that, still not, I don't think, exactly on parity with the jug.
The Stroganoff, you ever tried that?
Oh no, he's actually faster than the jug, he's just getting too slowed. Well, the windlace, at the very least, will help. And it's something that you can very easily use to build an item later, you know. The Yule Scepter on the Shrek is always funny. Still builds into Yules, right? I'm never confident about anything anymore. Okay, it does. Or it builds into Solar Crest, which is pretty good, so, you know. That's what I would do here, just pick up the Windlace, and, you know, it's likely not going to prevent all your deaths, but at least it's going to make you a lot harder to kill. And not, like, there's a difference between taking an occasional spill and outright feeding. You don't want to feed in this lane. Probably. Since you're abandoned as a support and not a core, it's one less core that's going to be able to, like, really survive the Omni, because Jug sure, or not Jug Sniper, sure as hell is not going to be surviving this Omni. The Shen walks out of lane to get the Wisdom Rune during his absence. The Doom gets run over here. Slightly unfortunate. Might have been nice to see a jungle creep sticking around here to help out. He is still, at the very least, well above the Jug as far as last hits go, and, you know, he's doomed, so you can assume that he still has a higher net worth, but it's a little annoying. Okay, Shone getting a little crazy here, trying to go for some harass, actually gonna fall down too. Oh, never mind.
Wow, okay.
Cancel that ownage. Puck comes to top, Puck gets the double kill. My life for a...
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Good eyes, Vigil.
Yeah, it's true.
Middle tower is under attack.
Rather unfortunate. It seemed, you know, Ursa had been losing this lane, really. The kills gave him some momentum, and the rotation there from the Puck. Great timing with that. Also got the first use of the Dream Coil there, took basically all that momentum away. Also helped a bit of an equalizer here against the Sniper, who has maintained a decent lead with the last hits and a very commanding lead with the denies, has given him now an half a level's advantage over Puck, and this is a...
Look at these TPs.
Yeah. Everybody comes out for the Sniper here, but it doesn't actually do the job. Can't do that anymore, I'm afraid.
Can't deny 3 Doom anymore?
Nope.
Same.
Yeah, there's like basically nothing left that you can deny through. And yeah, actually everybody who shows up here just dies too. That's pretty bad.
Pain. That's it, I think.
So, 2 people TP mid on the Untitled LoneWolf team to try and save the Sniper. The Sniper dies, and then the 2 people who TP'd also die. Is pretty rough. Pretty rough go of things there.
Is Ursa good enough hero to carry past this early deficit? I'll let you come to your own conclusions about that.
This would be tough at this point, even in a good game for Ursa, like in a good patch, I guess, for Ursa, honestly. The only thing he's got going for him is that Dragon Knight, who started out this lane getting pretty stomped. It's at least first place as far as the CS goes, which isn't going to put him above the Jug, who's got 3 kills, but or no, 2 kills, but is at least going to put him in second place. So there's that. Overall, otherwise though, net worth is favoring the block of Cheddar cores. That's not too surprising. Even in a world where, okay, Even in a world where all these
Yeah,
kills hadn't
like
happened to me,
sniper.
you saw the Doom, right? Like,
Ooh, Joel.
Radiant's bottom tower
Sniffing
is under
around.
attack. Dire's middle tower
this is
is
at the
under
very
attack.
least going to panic the Dire here into their retreat.
Dire's middle tower
They don't even
has
want to
fallen.
think about defending that.
Radiant's
Luth
bottom
takes out
tower
the
has fallen.
T1 bot, inspires many TPs the other way. Coffee Cat just walks right up to Ursa and dies. That's a little unfortunate.
Yeah, choking to Ursa right there. Oh, got him.
Yeah. Pretty good, a little unfortunate that he had to take that route.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
no! That's so unfortunate.
Doom is in the pain zone here, but nope. It's gonna be fine. Another 3-for-0 trade. The only thing they lost there was Juggernaut in another lane.
Is under attack.
Yeah, well.
Good use of the
you do
DD
about
there
that?
on the puck. I think that is like that looks like super scary without that DD on puck. You can see what a large portion of the damage is on him versus how much damage got done by the team that didn't have the DD, right? So
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
1,000 gold passes into the hands
Dire's
of the
bottom
Radiant
tower has fallen.
over the course of that fight, predominantly into Buck. Quite close to Witchblade, which is going to be pretty annoying for the DK. It was interesting. He's delaying his Mage Slayer until he gets his Blink Dagger out.
It's a Blink Dagger, apparently.
Which makes sense to some
Puck, I
degree,
guess. Yeah.
because they have no stuns. Like, they have the Leshrac stun, but you're not hitting that on somebody who's, like, leaving, right? You're not hitting that on somebody who's running away. As crazy as it's gonna sound to some people, I think, at this point right now, I think that's something you're just gonna have to play, like, around and into. Because, I mean, really the problem is if you have the Blink Dagger anyway, and your team, who is a bunch of slow guys who don't have their own blinks, isn't going to be able to follow up even the stun. Like, by the end of the stun, both teams have gotten there. It's not like you blink, you stun, 5 guys hit the stun target, which is kind of what you want to have happen as the DK. You don't do that much damage, right? Joel had to Manta dodge the assassinate. Not Manta dodge, had to use the Raining Whip to dodge the assassinate there. Or the illusory orb thing. Anyway, had to use his skills to get around the assassinate. It looked a little scary. He got out anyway. Everything is good in the world. Chen gets breathed on. Poor Shone.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That was weird. The DK is in puck jail. The DK is
Hang it
Doom.
out. Okay, that's a lot of ultis.
The DK is done.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Interesting. Alright then.
Pretty unfortunate, this DK into Doom matchup. You know, it's kind of one of those things I was kind of forecasting at top about how you can't really pick this guy first anymore, even if the counter came out very late. Doom against a target like DK, who absolutely needs skills to do literally anything, is a little rough. Maniac is doing camps. It's pretty rough. Pretty rough. One day he's even going to be able to get break on Doom, which like super sucks for DK. Like, neither being able to use any of your skills nor being able to at least have your armor is a pretty rough go of things. Everybody is just gonna walk right into Puck's face? What is this?
Okay.
What was that go? Very weird. Is that some kind of weird communication issue? Like, Maniac is like, let's get him, boys, and the boys are like, no. Hard to tell. Very strange overall. No, the Ogre Frostmage. Very strange overall. I do think that was at least a viable time to, like, hit him and start turning him around. If the fight didn't start by one support walking into the puck and dying, you know?
Yeah, well, what can you do?
Sadly, Doom isn't going to win this
You're
fight.
right.
This is a good
Oh, the
Drink
coil.
Coil. Oh
That
my
ice path.
god. Yeah, that's horrible.
Is under attack.
That ice path is too good.
Sabo just melts these two up here. Gets rid of the Ursa, gets rid of the Lishrak. No Doom even used. Dream
What a
Coil
player.
plus Macro. This is just very rough, just a very good combo of skill usage there, and the Ursa, the man, that's just so rough. He's the second on the net worth charts right now, and it feels like every time he's getting close to that #1 spot, something stupid happens to drag him down like that.
Is under attack.
Copycat on the Juggernaut, very close to his Yasha, going for his shard here, which is interesting. Getting jumped on by 5.
Yeah,
His whole team is here to try and do something about him. They really can't. I believe that's
Oh,
what a
don't
man.
let him kill Ray.
I believe that's what one man has termed a Juggernaut to Ursa moment. Ray is still looking for the puck here.
Oh?
Has actually closed the gap. That
Oh,
ice path
almost.
was maybe not the ice path he wanted. Shone just lost a killing streak on Shen.
Shen had a killing streak.
Oh, this is happening. Puck still deep in the danger zone here. Canada PMA takes the
pause
5
5.
kill.
Very nice.
After he gets shot in the head for his troubles, down to
So
200
weird.
HP.
It's like the most fractured fight I've ever seen. People just fighting each other at random. It's like a barroom brawl or something.
Yeah. Overall, definitely favors the Dire. Their 2,380 gold passes in their hands, mostly into the DK, who took that big kill on the Chin nearly single-handedly, and also was an assistant in the kill on the puck. So pretty rough. Also shows the vulnerability of the Jug in this game. I mean, this is still, you know, don't forget, at the end of the day, this is still a dreadful Jug game.
Fallen to the dire.
It's still first Roche done by the Ursa here at 17 minutes. It's not like unimaginably bad. So, you know, considering that early game for this team was unimaginably bad, first Roche not being unimaginably bad is at least something. Still a pretty rough Juggernaut game. He's still gonna have trouble, like, living. No matter how this goes. Honestly, he's gonna have trouble killing the 2 other cores. Honestly, he's gonna have trouble killing the Ursa, he's gonna have trouble killing the DK. If only it was a core Abaddon, then he couldn't kill any of the cores, which is just like nightmarishly bad. But he can kill the sniper at least, so there's that. He doesn't have to get to him, so it's not happening till he gets his shard. 5-man smoke coming out here looking for Ursa in the jungle, but can't find anything. Everybody on Dire is just here for some weird reason. Just hanging out in their triangle.
Dire are scanning.
Puck gets the blink in. That'll be coming
Dire's
soon.
top tower is under attack. Radiant
Ursa.
structures are fortified.
Ursa with a pretty crazy TP is gonna just murder Shone.
Yeah. I mean,
It's getting
that's
less
fine.
and less crazy, actually. Nobody was capitalizing on it, so Doom comes out on the sniper, but that's like the most ambitious Doom ever in the history of the world. He's actually gonna get the job done in
this
combination
macro fire.
with the Macropire and the Drink Coil, though. Ice Path for the disengage.
Joel is.
Yeah, this is good
Joel.
or bad depending on if Joel dies, basically. And Joel has died, so it's bad. Here comes the useless Omni Slash.
Well, it bounced the creeps.
In
If
fairness, it
didn't,
was doing
it's
no
doing
damage before.
I don't know, dude. This kind of looks like.
Kinda looks like a game where you can't be 5, or you can't avoid being 5 on the block of
Can't be
Cheddar.
fun.
Yeah,
2,
sure, you
1,
can never
2,
be 5.
guys.
You cannot avoid being 5 on the block of Cheddar, right? We've had,
I mean,
you know, we've had
I
2.
just say, don't force the 5v5 when Ursa has Aegis. That's my
There's that, but I mean, the Aegis
Addition.
didn't even factor into that. He didn't even die with it. 3,540 gold, by the way, most of which goes to Ursa. But,
The problem is, like, everyone's getting, like, picked in a 5v5 somehow. Like, Joel's dying solo, Jug is dying solo, Chikiro dies, like, mostly solo.
yeah, the Doom dies solo as well. I mean, the problem
very
is everyone
weird.
just overextended on the line in that fight. You know, the Chin goes behind the lines, the Puck tries to follow only after the Chin is dead, and then the Doom tries to snipe in from the sides. Everybody was trying to be too cute with their positioning in that fight, I think is really the long and short of it. If they keep the more cohesive formation, or they keep closer together, then that just doesn't really happen. And also, the Doom target isn't Sniper. That is, like, you're not allowed to do that. Like, you did get the guy, and that's awesome and everything, but, like, you're not allowed to Doom the Sniper. He's, like, the most useless Doom target ever. At least until you get break on it. You're just gonna have to Doom the DK, or at least the Ursa. Like, Ursa Doom is pretty bad, too. Can't hit ult, right? Like...
Radiant are scanning. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Getting a BKB out rather soon, which is going to make things very miserable for the Puck and Jakiro. Usually I would be saying, and that's it, but in this game, Puck and Jakiro has been like the only thing. Okay, Rip Chin. Just even lost his tomato. This game, Puck and Chin have been pretty much the only, or not Puck and Chin, Puck and Jakiro have been the only things killing the Ursa so far, so. Getting that BKB for at least until the time when it hits 6 is going to be pretty big. Even if he does get doomed, right? Like the, roar! Even if he does get doomed, the, ability to kill him will be drastically limited compared to what it used to be. Everyone sees Puck, everyone TPs for the Puck there. At least Sniper does, but Puck is gone, Aegis expires.
Dire's courier has
Like
been
a Cheddar,
killed.
more than willing to slow the game down a little bit here. Which isn't unimaginably bad, but I do think this team is probably going to have scaling problems in the far future if they slow it down too much. I think Sniper is probably the best scaling hero in this game. Especially when you consider the reality that Jug is useless against 2 of the cores no matter how much time passes. So Block of Cheddar can't hold off forever. They can definitely stop, catch their breath, turn things around. They cannot, like, oh, okay. Goodbye, Puck. They cannot hold off for all eternity.
Unless you're all dying.
Oh yeah, you just got smoked on. Died immediately.
Oh, okay. It's kind of insane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Source is very big.
Radiant's middle
Yeah,
tower
considering
is
how many times he just randomly got slapped. I think it really is, a lot of it is some of the unfortunate fights that Block of Cheddar chose to take. He took a lot of money out of it, and it's made him very scary all of a sudden.
Radiant's
How
top
is
tower
Doom
under
the
attack.
last place net
Radiant's
worth
top
core? That
tower
feels
has
impossible to me. Is homeboy not eating? I guess he's not. Devours off CD right now. Come on, Dusty. Get it together.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
There's a Centaur stomp at the moment. There's gonna do the Radiant Tormentor here. Luckily, their shards aren't that inspiring. It gets it to the Abaddon, which is pretty useless on support Abaddon, really. Ursa dives towers to try and get the Jakiro. Gets everybody dropped on his head. I mean, everybody. The 9-second BKB comes out here. He's not gonna get home. They have to use literally everything they have to kill this Ursa. The only ult that's not down is the Chen ult, but they do get the job done. As we briefly tab in and out here to make sure Randy can still say.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures
So, monster
are
kill goes down to the Juggernaut, which is almost unfortunate considering his limited ability to do things in this game. Doom has finished up the Shiva's guard here.
It's limited in that he's limited in doing things to Ursa. So like if his team can kill Ursa, it's...
Well, he's limited in doing things to Ursa, and he's also pretty limited in doing things to the DK as well. Not a great matchup for him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay, Dusty's making plays.
Yeah, going pretty deep in here. Gets rid of the Leshrac very early. The Abaddon.
Oh, okay.
Bob's ult. He is going to get back to full on the ult, but not fast enough to save his tower here. They find LoneWolf trying to sneak around in the back lines. He does Hurricane Pike out. That was probably not the Dream Coil you wanted. Actually having a little trouble. Okay, there we go. The Shiva's guard is going to fix that. I was going to say having a little trouble actually damaging him over the Abaddon, helping him out here. I think this is just a display of what I was talking about earlier, really, you know. This could have been the last few fights, but some unfortunate coordination kind of got in the way there. It's actually kind of funny. Ursa just saved the DK, probably has no idea. Just him going on the back line there forced Jug to turn around and try to bail his team out. But as I was saying,
We rely not upon bounty.
we rely not upon bounty.
As I go.
We will not be picking up any spills today.
The sniper's already not a hero, even though... Okay. This is a little bit insane, my friend.
It's pretty bad.
GG or what?
Man walks right into 5 guys. Doesn't even get any burgers and fries. Dusty says, "Oh," and I
really
can't
thought that was
even.
GG for a second. I saw like the tiny little text, and I thought it was.
I cannot even blame Dusty for that. Oh, that's like the most appropriate use of that voice line ever. Maybe. Luth heads for higher ground. As is Ags. Does not have level 3 of his ult, which is a little frustrating, but what are you gonna do? Ags is pretty useless until you get it. The level 3 version of the ult is not really any scarier than the level 2 version.
How many people do you think even know that the 3 dragon forms are like distinct? So they're just
Yeah, it is a weird way to
like,
code it.
like
if you
other
think about it.
spells.
Doom soon to have a funny little ball. Puck soon to have a Parasma. Octarine Core, that's it. It blanked on me for a second. Doom soon to have Octarine Core. Jakiro soon to have Ags, which could be really big. You remember that thing I was talking about earlier? How Sniper is going to be close enough to fight so that Jakiro is going to be able to cast on him anyway? Well, that's a pretty big damn skill to cast. Dire in the turtle formation, as is classic.
Dire are scanning.
Run at this DK.
Yep. DK getting pretty scared. Dusty walks right on the wave. Ray takes the second Aegis. And the cheese. LoneWolf is so far behind on money. He's not really been farming very well on the sniper, unfortunately. And I guess it's not that surprising.
He's not a hero in this game.
But I mean, the problem is not necessarily just that he's not a hero in this game, it's that he hasn't even been right-clicking creeps. Like, the only person on this team who's doing that, really, is Earson the DK.
Right, that's kind of the unfortunate part of picking a carry mid in this game, I don't know. I feel like...
Yeah, he has the least
He's
amount of
not
last
the
hits.
You pick like a hero that can play this playstyle. Okay. Hold that thought.
Yeah, Shon's gonna get owned here. Distracting Ursa for his entire BKB, so he can't do anything more in this fight. Abaddon's gonna hit Ding. Well, he's either not gonna be able to do anything more in this fight, or he's just gonna die in it. Aegis pops. The unfortunate thing is we have Doom for life too, and here it comes.
Everybody's dead.
Joel is also dead though. Sniper actually took him out.
Yes.
And so is a Jug, so Sniper just got a double kill from all the way back there.
Every important hero is dead.
Not true, this important hero is still alive.
Yeah, he was alive, that's true.
They're having a little bit of a tough time getting rid of him.
Please.
Oh my god.
No, the Hurricane fight!
Oh my god! What the fuck? Okay.
That's sniper gameplay. If there's anything that symbolizes sniper gameplay, it's that right there. Literally, just say he could have walked away from the PC and had the same result.
No, he couldn't because he needed the Hurricane bike to live that long.
Oh,
to
yeah,
get the College
yeah,
Hero.
Right.
But 4 for 4 trade there. Only Leshrac and Doom survive. Most of the Radiance money goes to the Doom, a little bit less to the Chug. Most of the Dyer's money goes to the Sniper, a little bit less to the Lesh. Ursa really gets nothing for that, and I gotta say, I'm a little concerned with my life if that's my Aegis fight. He just double died so easily. In fairness, part of it was just...
This game is mega GG.
Part of that was, in fairness, his decision to use the full duration of his BKB, which I think might have been his 7, to chase around a Chen and do nothing else with it. That probably did not help matters.
I don't think he necessarily will, mind you, but if there's a Hex on Radiant in this game, it's not looking good.
Yeah, Parasma's almost out. Sending the courier to the secret shop for it. Kiro Ags is out. As previously mentioned, the Doom the Doom Octarine is out. Doom Orchid would be funny. Still has that Ring of Protection. Jug's got his Mjolnir in, even though his participation in that last fight was a little bit less than glorious. As Mjolnir Disperser is going for Sanj instead of Mantis style here, a little interesting. I guess in fairness, he has nothing to really dispel, so... Ursa is doomed again.
Oh no. Not like this.
Tried to TB out, didn't make it. Black Dragon is finally out now, there's that. Ray gets tapped.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Doom has been gathered around, and dies in the chain stun to fall.
Again, it's just people solo dying. So unfortunate.
Yeah, Ursa has unfortunately not been making the best strategic choices in the past while. He has circled off the places on the map that he's not allowed to be.
Well, I think he just got gone on there. It happens.
In fairness, he did get gone on. On the other hand, that is a place that this White Joel Birch team has been 17 times while looking for him, you know? It is also the place he died the exact same way his last wife. Well, he could go Triangle, where they never look. That's a start. You could go Triangle. You could go to the GG Jungle, or they also have only really looked once. All kinds of fun places. You could even go to their GG Jungle, like, they haven't even been on this half of the map in like a century, right? There's no vision down here or anything. He could just be, like, in the Radiant GG Jungle, these 2 camps to the east, and be fine.
I think he has to be near a fight, that's the issue. Like,
I think his team just can't take a downhill fight anymore. I think that the opportunity for that has now passed, so I think he can't afford that. I think he just has to... Like, his team has to be either uphill or way far away from the Radiant, and any fight he joins should be through TP scroll. That's the long and short of it.
Probably, but you can only jungle for so long.
That's true.
Need lane creeps or you'll fall behind.
On one hand, that's true. On the other hand, I don't know exactly how scary of a prospect that is. The Jug versus Ursa matchup is never good for Jug, really. And your chief motivator is time. A casual death will strip the amount of time you have. You take it safe. You play it slow, safe. I mean, he was dying in the jungle anyway, right? So the line thing doesn't really matter that much there, does it? But you take it slow, you take it safe, and you will get dividends for it. DK getting hammered here by the Puck ult. Going for Manta style. Doom happens to the sniper again, which is not allowed. Is absolutely doing nothing. He is still fighting with the Doom on. That's how effective that Doom on sniper is. Okay, Puck, great go there. Just goes deep into the back line. Just wishing he had that Dream Coil for that exact moment. Ursa merely watches. Okay, Ursa merely gets the support kill there. DK buys back, keep A's in behind the line to make sure they can't capitalize on the Ursa here. And Radiant's done. Going back downhill, they got what they wanted. Pretty hectic fight there, all things considered. Ag's coming out very soon on the Puck, by the way. So now he's gonna have the cool Dream Coil. But pretty good go for Radiant there, all things considered. I mean, in this patch, any uphill where you don't... Okay, goodbye, Chuck. Just dies immediately. Quite unfortunate. Good Dream Coil, but zero follow-up because the team wasn't around.
Yeah.
It's still, even now, even when they're like as ballin' as ball's allowed to be, that's rather unfortunate. Even when they're as ballin' as allowed to be, still a very strong indication you cannot be alone. Like, you cannot be solo. You can't really be less than 3 and 2 on this team. And I don't even know who the 2 would be. I think you've just got to be 5, like at any time when you're in enemy territory. Because even as much as these guys are getting whipped, Ursa's still 100 to 0's Juggernaut in the span of the DK stun. Ursa is looking for Roche. He's even going to get mad at him, but sadly, he's not there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He's got something that he needs Cool Cherry for. Looks Abyssal Blade. Perhaps unsurprisingly, Joel's doing crazy Chi-Chi jungle. Doom is about to get gone on by everybody here.
Yes. They're not doing much damage to him, though.
Okay, now they will.
Okay, this guy will do damage to him, yeah.
A healing...
Okay, Chen.
Alright, they actually don't kill him.
Very cool Chen ult.
Oh my god, they actually don't kill him. I would cry myself to sleep tonight.
That's Chen gameplay, come on.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you
look
look at what the Chen has, you know, he does have the Hand of God. He has this Pipe of Insight as well, and the Guardian Greaves, which, you know, gave him even further time to live there. And of course, Doom still has the Shiva's Guard. He had the Creep in his mouth. I don't know if he has the... He did not get the magic resistance, so that's not a factor, but... He also has 4,000 HP, that much is also the case. So I guess if you think about it, this is not percentile, never mind. I was about to say Hand of God is percentile to a degree. No, it's not, never mind. But wow, what happened to this wave? Where were they like taking a weird like S-curve there? Very odd. Double damage rune at top. I'm sorry, amplify damage rune at top. Sure, this has got his Abysmal Blade. He's okay, DK. DK finds 5. I hope they don't doom him. That would be stupid. Okay, good. They're gonna have at least that much patience. Hero of all people takes that kill. Okay.
Radiant's bottom
But
tower
DK
has
just gets smoked on, just gets completely annihilated there. Chris is gonna try and pressure this lane here to inspire some TPs, but okay, Abyssal Blade. To try and inspire some TPs. All he's gonna get for it is doomed! Rest in peace!
Oh
Holy
my
crap!
God.
By the way, the Roche just came up.
Jakiro got it again. This guy's gonna have a 10x skill streak.
True. Can't wait for the dang.
God bless. It's a
Yeah,
very
just made
weird
it up.
spot to die, but it'll happen, you know?
He just went to the bottom of the map. Trying to get to Y
Yeah,
coordinate 0.
I meant literally like physically a weird spot, I'm not like blaming you.
Yeah. It looked like a glitch or something. These Shen creeps are still maintaining this wave up here. Dusty actually wants to go do Roche. But his team
Alright.
doesn't, so it might be a little
Bug
hard.
is there.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
there's X here, so...
Get Bliss, just get a block of cheese.
Well, that would be appropriate, wouldn't it? Tap out here to look at my recording and make sure it looks awesome. And it does, wouldn't you know?
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
I like this. These two are doing Roche. The other two are hitting the building at the same time.
Into the radiant.
Unfortunately, that has tipped off everybody that this push is done.
Joel? My friend?
Yeah, it's insane.
He walks into a sun and gets to live.
Probably should have just gone here, right? Like, there's no way they're doing anything to that melee rack. At the very least, they could have softened up a T3 at mid or something. Rasma out. Oh my god, here comes Puck. Puck actually getting more killed by the Tormentor than anyone in the Dire was. They're in the leash. Oh my god, look at Ursa
Slash.
die. Bye-bye, Ursa.
Yeah.
He has buyback.
Okay. Stupid gate. Unfortunate.
Bonk. Oh, Baden is also here. Ursa buys. This is probably it if he goes down again.
Radiant's top
The
tower
Baden buys. Ursa gets disarmed immediately going in, but the disarm is actually only as long as the Juggernaut. Aegis comes out for Juggernaut here. He's, like, once again, unfortunately, too far from his team. The Ursa gets doomed.
Radiant's top tower is
Which is not going to get him killed, but is going to make him run away from this fight. And just hang out in the base for a while.
Dire's bottom barracks.
It's a dead lane.
Yep.
So what you do now is just leave. Yes,
Yeah, that's
very
what they
good.
do. I'm sure nobody's feeling that good about having to leave immediately when they're when it feels like they're that far up, but that's the current patch, baby. Doom getting hit. Yeah, they're hammered. Uses the halberd on the
every patch.
DK.
Should never stay in a dead lane after you co-rex.
Randy, I don't know if you're aware of this, but you're allowed to go hit a 2-3 in another lane with a
Swing
creep
over.
circle.
Yes, swing another lane is what I'm saying. But the thing is, even like in a better patch, I guess a worse patch for Uphill more accurately, they have a sniper, they have a DK, and an ABBA, like,
Yeah.
and a Lash
Yeah, the
Witch
sad thing
Guard,
about
like, the
that-
terrible Uphill team in any patch, I think.
Is they're 22k up, and the Ursa was doomed for most of their base defense, and the base defense was still pretty successful anyway.
4 crazy Uphill heroes in an Ursa.
We're gonna try and slow siege out the T3 mid now. Sadly, Chen is not really an asset in this specific situation. He's basically just going to be funneling money directly into Sniper's mouth, and even as down as they are, if he gets enough, they're probably going to win. You know, Jug is at this point top of the net worth charts, and he does not feel even a little bit like it. Feels like it's like Puck, Doom, and Ursa, and then a Mile, and then everyone else. Pretty good Dream Coil and Magrippire, but not even close to enough damage to actually get anybody killed. This is frustrating. Joel going into 5 again, just trying desperately to get anybody killed, really. Jug is dead. Very sad.
Yeah.
Puck is in a very bad spot, but we'll be fine. The game must continue. Joel? Joel getting, like, owned here. Getting, tapped over and over. The Doom happens to the Ursa again, who has to run, but at this point the Sniper is kind of doing enough to hold his own here. Gonna get the Chen killed. Ursa coming back into the fight. Gonna get Puck killed. Puck is going to call for his good friends to stay near before his untimely death. Who's at least going to find a kill on the Leshrac post-mortem.
Blink dodge and assassinate? Wow.
They barely TP'd out there. Weaver 1 trade 4,586 money! Holy crap, look at that gold spill. About 1,000 apiece for all the cores. DK just shy of it, but I'm sure he's probably got. He's probably.
Imagine having a carry other than a Jug in this game.
Yeah, if they have
like an albatross.
Yeah, they have somebody else. This game is over by now.
But I mean, I guess they didn't pick Jug into Ursa, so is that at least they respected early enough that it could be responded to by Ursa, and didn't ban Ursa.
Yep. And again, the sad thing for Blog at Cheddar is that, you know, the reason I'm not hitting that fast forward button is that this game is not really dead. This Sniper skills better than anyone else, and he is getting pretty dangerously close to the top of the net worth chart, right? They don't really have that great of an answer to him outside of getting like a solo Omni Slash on his head. And nobody else is around for it because Omni Slash is useless against the rest of the team. The only thing it does is it gets him. And you know, he gets something for that, like one of his supports gets E-Blade or Wind Waker, or get Wind Waker if the game goes on long enough, I guess, right? Like, and even, you lose even that, and it gets really hard. Like, Doom is completely useless against him, doesn't really do that kind of damage. Puck will be good against him for a while, but is getting dangerously close to 6-slotted, and is kind of losing her ability to kill him. The Jug, like I said, is the best option for him. Can blink an Omni Slash on top of him. That's going to be a threat the entire game. But also, all you need to do to stop that is have DK hug him, you know, and then it's useless. So there is actually genuine reason to worry. Like, DK doesn't scale worth a crap, but he probably outscales the Doom. Honestly, the Apatin probably does too if it goes long enough. The Sniper outscales the hell out of the Puck. Outscales the Jug, for that matter. This is the world's worst Ursa game, but he can, like, have no part to play in the outcome of the match, and they can still win. And it's not like he's been doing bad either. He's 16-8 anyway. Made a few really critical mistakes in the mid game that honestly, if they hadn't been made, they would probably be, you know, on their side by now. Probably be them a lane down, which is the unfortunate thing about it. But has been doing good outside of a few lapses in judgment. You know, walking into 5 type gameplay, and he at least learned the second time, which is better than the 15th, you know? Fucking funny. Man, I'm just sitting here imagining the world where it was a pause 3 Abaddon. Like, can you imagine that? That would be crazy. I guess in fairness, they wouldn't have the outscale. But also they wouldn't need it, because I doubt the game would be competitive long enough to worry about it. The Baden just owns the hell out of this game. Makes this guy useless, makes this guy suck, makes this guy useless, you know? Swift Slash comes out. Abaddon was fooled into thinking it was a full Omni, and dips the guy. Slightly unfortunate. It is a bit of an unfortunate distinction when the Jug Ags is like fresh, and it's not like fresh. I think he had it in the last fight, but I don't know if anybody noticed in the last fight. It is an unfortunate situation to be in. It is pretty hard to tell at a glance between Swift Slash and Omni. Especially if it gets canceled really quickly. Like if you Swift Slash and then it seemingly gets canceled.
Yeah, ancient camp or something, yeah.
Looks like nothing happened.
It's like that famous TI clip where like Enigma wastes black hole on purpose to reveal refresher in the Roche pit.
It's very sad. Joel getting hammered. Joel getting killed? It's very low. Oh no, they couldn't figure out which way he was going.
Dire's middle tower is under
No, he's actually dead.
Dire's structures are
Well, this is happening. Jug and the Doom going after the T3 mid, but not finding anything for it. As Ursa almost gets another kill on the chin. The BKB comes out late. He might actually still get it after all. So, 2-for-nothing trade in favor of the Dire here. If I was on Radiant, I would be feeling a little seasick right about now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Jug, pretty close to 6 slotted. He's gonna upgrade his blink. He's getting Nully, which is either gonna go over boots or with the Axe Blessing. I like how crappy Roche's attack speed is when he's Shiva debuffed and has the Jakiro attack speed slow. Well, this Roche is happening. Ursa's going to T3 mid. Take a look at that here. It's basically down at this point. That was Roche. Actually beat Roche to it. Roche scores again. Doom takes her Refresher Shard. Jug takes the Aegis. Everybody leaves the stupid banner. It's just sitting in the pit. It's pretty funny. Actually, would have been brilliant to just immediately swoop up the banner and just plant it here to push the hell out of this wave on the turnaround. What are you gonna do? The Dire do not want to take the 5v6 in any capacity. They immediately skip down. Ursa comes, cleans up top wave a little. If he wasn't aware he was getting chased by Puck, he is now. Slightly unfortunate on Puck. A moment's more of patience there would have at least shown him the Ursa. This was getting pretty uncomfortable where he is. I don't know how mortal this Ursa is to Puck, but Puck can certainly make him rout. And if anyone shows up with him, he can certainly get the kill. 2v1, that's still gonna happen. Tire take the Tormentor, but everybody has a shard. Puck commands Ursa to stay near. Ice Path misses.
Almost.
Oh my god, the Jug.
Not like this.
Here comes the Omni. But most of it hits Abaddon when he's got his ult up. DK gets hit with the Doom, but he's just dispersed out of there. Doom number 2. Refresher Shard used there.
Is that all these skill to use right now? It's okay.
DK gets BKB.
Start dying though.
Doom goes for the blink.
Go for the headshots.
Walks into the Shrek crap. dodges the assassinates. That's good. I mean, they had to use everything in the world there, including a refresher shard, which they absolutely do not get that T through without, which is a little unfortunate. Sniper has Daedalus.
Yeah. I mean, this uphill is insane. It's like I said. Oh, okay.
Flash.
Not
Joel
like
died.
this. Don't do it.
Joel died. So did the sniper, though. So did LoneWolf.
Okay.
Look at that centaur stomp.
Look at this, my back.
Everybody's coming back out. Puck has already shown back up the fight. Abaddon has ult again. Poor Copycat. DK wants to make sure he doesn't get away. He's not going to be so lucky. Slow slash coming out, getting rid of most of what Abaddon's got left. Doom is so far forward in this fight. Nobody is getting anything. Nobody is dying. Abaddon's finally dead. Puck, oh my god, nearly died back.
Oh boy.
Holy crap, just barely living there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And is that it? Well, I think you could easily call that fight much ado about nothing.
Stuff was so crazy.
Overall, 5 people died, 2 Radiant, 3 Dire, everybody except the Jug buys back, and the only reason Jug doesn't is because he had Aegis. So profit for the Radiant, 2,868 gold passes into their war chest. Though some of that did get blunted by Puck's buyback. In fact, likely all of it got blunted by Puck's buyback, but you know how it goes. Ursa, Brandy? Alright, it's fine, he has buyback. And it's not fine! It's so not fine! Randy, what happened? Oh my god. I can't believe that just happened. That is cringe.
He's
Satanic comes out. Satanic does not save him. Luth calls the G's are going home. That is a Greek tragedy right there.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
The Dire were playing it so well for so long and made one mistake and that was it.
Yeah. I mean, what can you do?
Can run Core Abaddon in this game and win. That would help. You could just stick him on loose, stick the DK out at mid. And sure, you don't outscale these guys, but you outscaled them here and you didn't win anyway. So, just you know, send the DK out to mid, run the Abaddon on pause 3, then, you know, Ursa and Leshrac stay in the same positions, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it means you have to pick another support late in the run. That's honestly probably fine. You get somebody else with some saves to help you out there. Most notably, it's kind of rare to see this in this patch, but, you know, it's an incredibly awesome Shadow Demon game. You can just, you know, you can put people in jail when they get doomed. You can make clones of the Abaddon to go beat people up until he has the Manta style. You can, get a fake the DKs from the DK ult, right? So, pretty awesome Shadow Demon game if you want an idea there. Also not something they have very easy things to deal with. Also has the Purge / slow, which can be annoying for some of those guys. You know, not the Jug when he's spinning, but yeah. The decision to not run the Abaddon Gore here really screwed them. I think in the long run, like, this is such an awesome core Abaddon game. I'm just crying myself to sleep not getting it. The Ursa did very good, but unfortunately, it's like, he had 3 lapses in judgment in this game. He, like, stepped out of line 3 different times. Got too greedy for those creeps 3 different times, and all it took was just those 3 occasions and the game was over. Like, 2 occasions, and even though they're the scaling team with the insane uphill, they lost Arax, they lost a lane, they were fighting uphill, like, like having to throw every resource they could into the defense for a long time. And then the one more mistake, they lost. 3 strikes, he was out. That's the long and short of it. Very good puck game. I feel like maybe there needs to be a little bit of like what happens in the 90-minute classic puck game, because it did feel like there were times later on when it did sag a little bit. Very good puck game. The very good Doom game. He only died twice the whole time. Jen and Jack did a great job. The Jug was a very unfortunate pick, and at the very least, had a positive KDA at the end, so there's that. But I mean, it all feels so secondary to just the Abaddon being +5 here. Maniac got a scythe, nice. I don't know if he even got to use it once, but all felt very secondary compared to the Abaddon 5 here. I don't know. We'll see what happens next time.